represent New York fucking city. I've been down since BBDs and do-rags, shell tops and shag. I was a little badass with regular and tray bags. Always trying to get shit I never had, cause times is bad like luck. That's why I don't give a fuck. I dig up my nose and my butt on the bus or the train. This is for niggas walking in the rain, listening till they walk Maine, talking the New York fucking slang.
Danger, 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 danger. It's the graveyard chamber. In the streets of New York, bullshit walking talks. I be the giant on the top of your beanstalk, waving iron flags, jagged rap niggas with bloody rags, holding fat bags, taking heavy drags. Then I add more shells to the mags. Shots going off, you getting caught like tags. The diamond crystal, I'll be ripping up your flesh tissue. They have my pit bull rocking on your bone gristle, casting shadows in every battle. Unravel words like Scrabble, drag your brain through the gravel at the speed of the sound of rhyme travel. Allow me to dabble with a flow that's infallible. Maintain your order, cause once I slaughter, I destroy the whole city like Sodom and Gomorrah or Babylon. I'm running shit like a marathon. Niggas frontin' done with a set like Frank Avalon.
Shabazz is here to cause panic. Another fucking madman born to the planet, sending niggas to the pearly gates. I'm psyched out, I got screws loose like Norman Bates. Shoot shit up like it's a gallery, blowing snakes' heads off to earn me a salary. Devils choke from the gun smoke. Once some
All right, damn, that's one way to come in. That's one fucking way to come in. Shit, how my party people? All right, we're gonna try to upload this one, so let's try to get too much trouble today. All right, so let's start off with where we been. All right, well, when it came down to the I don't know, I want to say the 11th or maybe the 7th. I think it was around the 7th. That was when what's it called? That's when everything went down. We lost our page, all that bullshit. We all know what happened. But there's going to be a lot of changes towards TikTok. So let's go ahead and Now, I know that this is going to seem kind of, I don't know, this might sound a little wonky. This might sound not real, but it is very real. TikTok is going to start making some serious changes, and it's basically going to be another MySpace. It's going to be another, Facebook. It's on its way out. That's not me talking. That's history and watching history repeat itself. When you corporatize a public station and that public station becomes monotonized, people lose interest in that station. Now, let's remember they did this with music, they did this with art all around the world. The whole point of this is to control art to the extent where they can control your view, whether it's on Life, whether it's on anything like that. It doesn't matter. Now, the reason why you started with music is because the human mind can't just ignore music. It can't. It has to hear it. It patternizes the beat. Our brains are sponges. We naturally kind of look to learn. And so we're curious little animals. So when we have shit like this, basically when you listen to your favorite song and let's say you're listening to your favorite song and, you start noticing, it ain't, yeah, right. You listen to your favorite song and shit, and 20 years down the line, you start realizing that your whole life has been based off of the way you looked at that song. That song changed the way you looked at everything, changed the way you looked at life. Now, this comes from bands, and it just comes from music in general. So if you are, into the Beatles, You know, that sense of love, community, and embracement, that sense is going to be with you throughout your life because music will influence the very human being that you are. And so it's just natural. And hang on. So music is, like I said, it's a universal language. So it literally cannot be ignored by the human brain. So it accepts all the information. And once it accepts the information, it now, you know, patternizes, and it is now going to be what you base everything off of. So let's say the song in itself, let's say the song said a lyric like, he knows what I want, but I never have to ask. So that person is going, whether it's a guy or a girl, they're going to be looking for a person that gets more of a feeling on their intuition as opposed to someone that'll ask you questions. You know, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Motherfucker, you should fucking know me by now. So, you know, that has influenced now your very opinion, your very schema on life has now been altered based on the lyrics of that song. And so it's not just you know, pop music, rock music, rap music, it don't matter. It can literally be fucking you know, classical music. Let's remember that even classical music, Beethoven himself was a kind of a childish guy, and he liked to make little pranks and fart jokes and stuff like that. And so what that started to do is it became a threat. It became a threat not just to the people that ran the music halls, but it became a threat to the very status quo that was hoity-toity. We don't laugh here. We appreciate art, and we're all serious and her. And so the artist is constantly in this state of, you know, dude, it's just a ride. This is all just a ride. And that's what you get out of us. You know, you like us because of that, because we have that sense of freedom. And then people will like snatch you for that freedom that you have. That's what your art conveys. So if you control the music, you control thought. You control thought process, and you can even control the way people think and go across into problem solving. Now, if you remember a few years back, this was during the last generation. They had a thing that was called Common Core Math, and this was some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It was purposely making kids, you know, confused. And it was purposely making kids go longer routes to find the answer. Now, my teacher, being a Golden Globe Award winning kind of guy, he, you know, would teach us you should be able to knock out, you know, a basic algebra problem within about 3, you know, lines. So the first line would be the problem. The second line would be the problem backwards. And the third line would basically be your work showing it out. And so maybe the fourth line would be like your final answer. So you would do that throughout each one. I go and I watch my nephew one time, and this is back in, I want to say 2005, you know, 2004. And I come up to him and I just look over his shoulder, and I could not believe how much work this kid was doing just to kind of get over that little hill. And I couldn't help but just stop and go, why did you go this way when you could have just broken it down right here? And so it's showing me that kids are being told to be confused, you know? So now, when it comes to TikTok, Now, TikTok is some people's favorite fucking streamers are on TikTok. I keep recommending that we move to Kick. This is my idea. We go through my videos because, I do so many. And lately we've been going more in the route of kind of film, like little short films on TikTok. And, they're fun to do. And it's really strange how, we were getting 800 views on one video. And, literally the next time they cut us down to, 20 views. And, after a certain point, there's only so much you can say. There's only so much you can blame yourself for. And then you're like, okay, it's like playing a video game and the computer just, keeps giving itself home runs every time you're playing the video game, it's plot armor, and that's what they're doing. They're basically finding a way to make plot armor, which they've basically been doing for the last 175 years. I mean, this is nothing new, but it's still nevertheless just as insulting. So let's go ahead and try to move on to the next thing. Try to remember what it was. The next thing I want to talk about was the TikTok changes that they're making to the entire algorithm, where they don't want you talking about the shop. TikTok shop is not allowed. You're not allowed to talk about any of their products anymore. You're not allowed to. They're also doing a huge ban on TikTok items themselves. So there's a lot of the items that you were once looking for. For me, it was like those hover balls I was really interested in. They were like, the first couple of years of TikTok was great. And then when we got the TikTok shop, it was all right. But I mean, there was tons of products that actually looked kind of cool. Now, apparently TikTok is, these companies are having to sell off all of their shit and get it out to the public, because they are not allowed to sell it. For some reason, they're not allowed to sell it on TikTok anymore. Now, another funny thing is that, like, it seems that they attack you for, I told you guys before that they look for certain words so they can get you in trouble. Like the word, now the word TikTok is actually suspect. So I noticed that videos where I actually say the name TikTok, they are pulling them, or at least, freezing the numbers. And, anyone could say, well, how are you freezing the numbers? How are you freezing the numbers? And here, I will prove to you that the numbers are being frozen. All right, this will be me proving that they freeze my numbers. Here, I'm going to go right into my TikTok, and we'll put it up on the screen. And I want to show you something, because I've never seen this happen to anybody else. Apparently it does, but, I'm new to this. But okay, this is a buddy of mine named Ajax. He's a great fucking streamer, great fucking TikToker, always filled with great information. Now, watch as go off. See, we're already friends, so let's go ahead and go into my profile. All right, now you see right here, it says 706 following, 553 followers. Now that 553 has been there for months. That 553 won't move. Now, again, let me show you like proof of this. I'm going to go ahead and like just a random person that's supposed to be a follower, and watch how they just disappear out of the friendship, whatever. All right, so 706 following, right? So let's say I go over here to the suggested. Okay, can you guys see all this? Here, I'll get out of the way. So I'll go over here to the suggested, and now Lisa Marie, right? Follow back. Now, once I click that, notice that this number did not change. Now watch this, Serial Killer X. I've seen this name a million times. follow it. Nothing changes. Not the amount of followers, not the number of following, and not the number of friends. And this is not me liking a random page. This is me following back. Daniel Herman, follow back. Now you see, nothing changes. Absolutely nothing changes. Now watch this. I'm going to follow all these people back, and we'll go back to the fucking... all right, see, we just liked a whole bunch of people. It still says 706. So it's like, oh, well, let's try, refreshing the page. Watch, 706 will still be there. Ta-da! None of the numbers have changed whatsoever. So if that's not enough fucking proof that they are not only monitoring your shit, but they are dead on stifling your content and stopping you from getting any kind of success. And, you'd think that they'd want you on this platform, making money for the platform, raising more, not just money, but, the fact that people would want to visit more, you get more traffic. I mean, I don't see how any of this would be bad publicity. Now, the next things that really get to me are the kinds of content that they kick off. Now, they kick off just content that is available, shit that is fucking easy to find knowledge, and they will take your videos down and they will tell you that you're spreading disinformation, knowing that the status quo is it's the man that's telling the lie, but we're going to get blamed for telling lies because we don't believe the lie in the first place. Sounds familiar. Sounds exactly like how this fucking millennium started in 2001. Remember, in the year 2000, everything was awesome. And then, bam, everything turned to dog shit, slowly but certainly. Things came up, things went straight back down. We no longer lived in a world where something can get, it's 15 minutes of fame. Instead, it either lived forever or died the very next hour. We no longer had anything that made us feel like we belonged. This is just corporate bullshit. And that's all it is. And this is why I go on Kick. And what we'll do is we're going to put it up onto YouTube. And I guarantee you they're going to pull it off. Because they pulled off the last video we did. That we did on, I think it was something on the white nationalist movement. They pulled that one off. And let's remember that we had 3,000 fans last time. And what's it called? The very first few days that we started this fucking channel, I had Brett Cross on the show, like already liking the page. The Brett Cross. Now, I am not friends with the guy, but he and I are on cool terms. I've been a supporter of him since day one, and he knows that. And so somebody made fun of someone made fun of someone for wearing black fingernail polish. And he made a video saying, so do I. And I made a video saying, yeah, so do we. And so, yeah, he just is a really great guy. So we get help from that. We get help from Stink Reborn, who has a fucking great channel himself. And it looks like I haven't been able to see any new content from Stink. And I remember in May, he had to go underground. He had to fucking pause his channel and go private. No one should have to do this. They want us to be afraid to tell the fucking truth. So, most likely, this video will not make it into the YouTube library, and they'll try to say some bullshit. They'll either say hate speech or against guidelines. They love to say against guidelines when they have absolutely no reason to do what they're doing. They do it because they can. They do it because the agenda is to shut you the fuck up, get you to pull the levers and be just dumb enough to run the machines, but not smart enough to fucking go home and realize how badly you're getting fucked by a system that threw you overboard fucking 90 years ago. And that is the way that life is. Now, there's another guy that's out there, and his name is the Primal Rage, and he is out there getting written up. And, you know, I may not like the way that he did shit. I may not like the way that he went about it. I would never tell my group or my fans that they suck, especially when we're at the 4K and shit like that, and we have the amount of followers to talk to. I would never fucking call them, you know, out and say, you know, that nobody means anything to me. You know, y'all don't mean shit to me. I don't want to chill with y'all. I mean, especially knowing that, you know, a couple of your viewers are from the very city you're from. So there is very possibility you can meet your own fucking viewers. And to me, that would be a fucking trip. I love meeting viewers. When I meet them on the street, it's fucking hilarious. You know, you don't expect it, and it just happens. So, I'm sorry. I know I bitch a lot, but I mean, there's a difference between just plain old bitching and then pointing out the issues that we are facing and saying we need a solution here. Now, the only solution I see is to start over a new channel, start a new leaf, and I don't, there's got to be some 16-year-old kid that knows how to build a social media account and, you know, throw it on some Pepsi cans and get us in there and let us give a shit. You know, like, it can't be that hard to be shoving, you know, $500 million worth of fucking advertisement into a goddamn simple thing like chat roulette, you know? These things get millions of fucking viewers and traffic on a daily basis. So, and it's crazy because, you know, when you're over on TikTok, the average what's the word? Stream time is around fucking about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. So when you do an hour and a half on TikTok, they tell you, wow, that's a long time. Because, you know, for the most part, the only ones that go for long periods of time are going to be the ones that are channels that are having 6 or 7 viewers at the same time, and they're all kind of having a conversation over something like that, one of those group chats. And, you know, it's going to get to the point, and it's already at the point where these guys can't even have these conversations anymore because of the simple fact that people will write you up because of something someone else said on somebody else's station. That doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense. That's seriously, that's like blaming the guy that boxed your cereal for your cereal being poisoned. He had nothing to do with that. He just put it in a box and sent it. He didn't make the cereal. And when you try to give them these kind of analogies, they just say, oh, that's a false equivalency. But of course, they're not smart enough to say fucking false equivalency. So they just fucking say, no, that's a fake way of comparing it. No, it's pretty goddamn apt. And so, you know, that sucks balls because that's what we wanted to do on this channel is we wanted to have fucking guests. We wanted to have people to talk to. We wanted to have people to fucking talk, to get on the show. And we can do that on fucking TikTok, but not here. Why? Because no one comes on here. I looked at the overall traffic numbers, And it's like, yeah, you got somebody watching someone play a video game. There's like 7,000 people watching some guy play a fucking car racing game. But when you want to have an actual conversation, nobody. It's just fucking tumbleweeds and crickets, man. And, I've tried staying on this site for like fucking 2 hours one time. Nothing. Just goddamn nothing. And it's like, do we have to play a fucking video game? Can't we talk music? Can't we? I thought that's what this was going to become, but it never did. And it just got sadder and sadder. So you don't know what to blame anymore, because it's like, everybody's on one station, because you can't go back to Facebook. Facebook's got your grandma and all that shit. Nobody's watching fucking Facebook anymore. And so TikTok is a great fucking opportunity that is just being completely squandered and wasted and thrown away. And the changes that they are going to make are going to be detrimental to the fucking site. I'm telling you, that's just not going to be good. And the changes they've already made have made being a creator damn near impossible. To create anything that is at all coherent or provocative or pushing the envelope, just at all, you will get spit on, written up, and canceled. And it's all because one person got offended. And so that one person gets to cancel out, what thousands of people were watching, simply because, oh, well, he feels so special. And, there's nobody there to do any kind of, check-in to say, like, well, everyone else didn't have a problem with it. So, there's no checks and balances. And it's like the positive changes they absolutely needed to make, which would have brought some sort of levity to this, and we can have more conversations. They have put so many restrictions on that it freezes and stifles the ability for conversation on what is supposed to be social media. It doesn't make a lick of sense. So, I've asked guys and girls to move over. Let's go to Kick, and we'll have conversations, and we'll put people up on the chat board, and we can do the same shit that we did on TikTok, but we'll have more because we can show clips and shit. But instead, it was like, no, I want to stick with my phone. And, the effects and all the extra additives and shit are really cool, I guess. Some of the filters are really lame, but again, what is the fun of any of this if you cannot express yourself the way you wanted to? Like, for instance, we did the episode of Generation X. Now, in this thing, they put a Gen X on your face, and it says Gen X rise, and you're supposed to get up or something. So, being Gen X, being the smart ass generation, I thought it'd be funny to do the video where the guy's taking a poop, and the X goes on his face, and it says Generation X rise, and the dude's taking a shit, so he can't get up. So he's just like, no, not right now. Bad time. Get out of here, And yeah, it got pulled for the first time, saying out of crudeness or some shit. And I'm like, dude, there was nobody like on a real toilet. I mean, there was a real toilet, but nobody was really sitting on it. I mean, I got my pants on. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to sit there and hold it, the phone. So it's like you've given this opportunity that can be so fucking amazing, and then you just hold it up so high that nobody can reach it. And it gives you that, again, it gives you the illusion of, an honest option. But truth is, if you go ahead and spread and spread your wings and just be yourself, you're going to piss off a few people, because not everyone's going to like you, especially when you're kind of hard-headed like me and you really want to, get out there and show people your style of comedy and what you think is funny, whether or not a robot heard the word grape or rape and doesn't know the difference shouldn't cost you your entire channel, because it didn't know who Foghorn Leghorn was and turned it into some weird racial epithet. And that shit happens all the time. People lose their channels all the time over false reports and just the most ridiculous, reasonings. And it's a lot like giving someone a restraining order, like a little bitch can give you a restraining order for absolutely no reason just because he doesn't like you. And just run off and just fucking say that you did something. In a lot of cases, they won't check. They just give you the fucking thing. So this is just going to add to more problems. And so what we have here now is you have TikTok filled with less ads, less freedom. Censorship is very, very real. And I'm so tired of hearing people saying that it's not. If you're saying that censorship is not real, you're probably not a creative type. And you're probably not making your own art. But when you're trying to make your own art, it's amazing the shit they won't let you even fucking talk about. Now, after the Trump assassination, we thought it was so funny how so much of it didn't add up. And, you had literal Navy SEALs doubting this and saying that certain parts looked really fishy to them. And that's not how you ordinarily respond. And then people caught, these guys laughing. The fact that he went golfing the very next day and his ear was perfectly fine. We put that up. And so we'll get to the videos in just a moment. But it's just bullshit that, some of them we can't show you. One of those was the guy saying that this is very suspicious. And so the question was, well, is there any defense to what you're saying? And I'm like, yeah, he lied to us 50,000 times. So, yeah, there's pretty good defense on saying why this might be bullshit. So it's amazing on how many times we have gotten in so much trouble for such light, hearted things. As you can see right here, this was another joke that was not a big deal. It was just really crazy. All right, so here's yeah. All right, this one is basically the idea that this is the idea that you can go ahead and basically go on a website and find a God, not the God, but a God.
There's no way that you can possibly be serious.
No, man, totally legit. We can talk to God and shit.
All right, yeah, I'll check it.
All right, man.
All right. So, what's this? Yes, I want to talk to God. Okay. Whoa. Are you from that?
What the fuck do you think, you fucking genius?
Okay. Well, I was hoping you'd kind of tell me like what's coming up in like the next couple years.
Is this like a fucking Back to the Future thing? Is this what the fuck it is? You want to fucking
No, I
make
don't
some
want to
money?
bet or
Fucking
anything. I just want to know how this is all gonna play out. The world's a mess right now, and I just want to know how it's gonna play out.
fuck you know, I could be doing a lot fucking more important shit than this fucking bullshit, I'll tell you that. Well, first of all, they're gonna fucking change 2 + 2, it's gonna be 5.
No, people would never stand for that.
Terrence Howard's gonna make a really good fucking movie, and then everyone's just gonna listen to
People
it.
are gonna believe that. Oh man. What else?
That's what you fucking brought me here for, you fucking little shit. For all the fuck you know, I could be doing a lot fucking more important shit than this fucking bullshit, I'll tell you that.
Can you just go? You're just kind of bumming me out. I don't even want to know this shit now.
Oh, hell fucking no. The one motherfucker that tried to bring me out through a fucking website trying to fucking tell me that I gotta fucking go now.
It worked. Yep. Pretty sure it worked. No repercussions whatsoever. Alright. Cool website. Why is my computer melting?
See, you get it. It's because he turned into a god himself. So yeah, it's like little jokes like that we try to give you that we still get in trouble for, and it's like, come on, man. There's nothing political about that. It's not even like religious. It's just a joke, man. But another one we did a spoof on. What's it called? The attempted assassination. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that up there. See if you guys like it. I thought it was pretty fucking funny. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Whatever. But the whole point is that it did actually happen the day before my birthday. So we're just kind of playing along that it happened on my birthday. And so remember, there's other Mexibams other than me. So this was like, birthday surprise.
Really? Really? Shit, man. Really? Really? Yeah, man, I don't know, me and Science makes me every time, I stole his credit card though, so don't thank me too much. But happy birthday, Bam, we just want to say we appreciate everything you do, man. You know me, I say fuck it, man. You know me. Well, shit, man. I mean, that's fucking awesome. I really wanted one of these. I really appreciate it, brother. Like, thank you. And tell Science I said thank you. Don't call him or anything. It's all good, man. It's all good. And I got one more surprise for you. I sent stupid Science Bam over down to Pennsylvania to give you a special gift. Really? I like what's he doing in Pennsylvania? Oh, for Christ's sakes, you had one job, Science. God damn it, you fuck up everything. Fuck. I appreciate the effort. Yeah, they can't all be winners. Still happy though. Good birthday. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got in trouble for this. This one was luckily I have two channels, so one channel pulled it, the other one kept it up, and so it's hard to try to stay it's hard to stay ahead, 2 steps ahead of them. But we're working. I don't know who he is. I think it's just the voices in my head. But I'm working harder on better cut skits and more character arcs. And I love the relationship between the three BAMs, that they all have a separate personality, and allows me again to, I think I said this before, that it allows me to go on and be more than just one, sided and a one-dimensional sided character. So the hate for him is just always hilarious. I love that we just naturally hate Science Bam. He's just the lamest person in the world, and they just can't stand him for some fucking reason. It's just pretty weird why they hate him so much, and it just cracks me the fuck up. And I believe we managed to get one more. I'm not really sure, but we also did the Yeah, I think Trump's Patsy search. Oops, sorry. All right, here we go.
Fucker. Hello.
Mexipan, I was hoping to talk to you. I need you to go on the roof and shoot me in
You
front
want me to do
of...
what?
Look, it's just a small wound.
No.
I got ketchup.
No.
Look, I'll pay. I
You're
might
gonna
even
have to
pay
call
you.
somebody else. Somebody with a
I don't think you're
really,
hearing
really
me.
small brain. You know what?
Hello?
No.
Yo, go for Fire Hat. Fire Hat Mexican, I did the job for you.
You know me, I say fuck it, man.
Okay, well, I just need you to get on top of
What?
a roof. You're gonna be shooting me from
You want me
a
to
bit of
what?
a distance.
No.
Please.
You got the wrong
No,
Mexican.
don't.
I'm all about the boom, the
I
bang
believe
bang,
if
not
you
no
just hear
pew
me
pew,
out.
and all that shit,
Just hear
You
me
ever
out.
call somebody with like,
Please.
no penis or something? I don't know.
listen
Just
to
bug
me.
off, man. Bitch. Hello. You want me to do what? Fucker.
And so, yeah. And so the bit continues of hating on poor Science Bam. He just sucks so much, we just can't stand the guy. He just sucks ass. So finally, I was trying to get an address to the golden shoes and the booty leather, booty sweater. I'm sorry, the booty sweat leather perfume that he had out. Now, he had told everyone they were coming out sometime in June. That's what I remember here in June. But I have yet to see, anyone besides Lauren Boebert personally wearing a pair. And so, obviously it had me wondering what would they think of it, like what would they actually think of the shoes themselves, and how they would respond to the shoes themselves. And hopefully I still have it. I'm not really sure if we do, but in case we do. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's definitely not it. No, that was just some guy who I'm hoping we can get to 500 likes so that way I can totally fucking debate that guy. He's a real douchebag. I don't know what his problem is, but he definitely has a problem with a lot of people. Alright, so I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, can't seem to find it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Alright, well, whatever. We'll do Cholo. We'll do the Cholo one. Fuck it.
Greetings, cholos and cholas. We love the cholas. The sharks are taking all the black jobs and the Mexicans. Greetings, cholos and cholas. We love the cholas. The sharks are...
We had to add the Suavemente because it's too funny. There's no way you can not put Suavemente in there. It's impossible. I'm afraid that it might be on a different account. And if it is, then that sucks balls because I don't know if this can switch to another account. Because this one's pretty fucking stupid. Let's see, do we know how to switch? Nope, They didn't know how to switch it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna play the final one, which is, yeah, of course, Orban. Orban finally gets to take on a newcomer, and this time he gets to deal with Marjorie Taylor Greene himself, or itself.
God, no, why? You can't. Dear God, no, why? You can't do this to me. Why?
Of the America First Movement, Donald, the founding father of the America First Movement, Donald John Trump.
Why do you make silly monkey face? Your face is making me highly uncomfortable. Please stop.
Make America successful again.
America is the most successful country in the world. It is the CEOs that are the richest people that do not give money to the normal worker because of what you call trickle-down economics, which we just call corporatism.
Wealthy again.
Why are you making that strange noise with your throat? You are still doing it, and it is making me uncomfortable. You have witch nose.
The country we deserve.
I do not know what you think you deserve, but it involves 4 walls and lots of bars. I'm sorry, your misshapen head and strange witch nose is making me uncomfortable. Go away.
And that was Orban's last, most recent video. He shot himself in one episode. People got sad. It was fucking hilarious. People were actually asking, "Is he dead?" And I was like, well, "No, actually, when I met him, he was already trying to shoot himself." He does it on multiple occasions. So I basically am gonna let Orban just basically murder himself in really crazy ways in future episodes if we get to keep doing this. I don't know how long I get to keep doing this because, the fact that they're stifling the numbers and all that shit, it really sucks. But we still get to bring it out and get to show you guys a good time. And, that's really the whole fucking point of it. I never give a shit if it's successful. Money wise, whatever, we never cared about that. It's not about money. It's about just having fun with the time you have in life and enjoying yourself while you still are alive. Because, again, this was donated, the power of community and, the amount of help you get, from real friends. The Beatles always had it right, man. You get by with a little help with your friends, and you get high with a little help from your friends. But, the whole point is you got to keep going out and making friends, I wish I had some, like, Mr. Rogers music to play right now. Like the da-na-na-na. So here's the lesson I want you to leave you with, kids. Is that a stranger is really just a friend you haven't met yet, unless he's asking you if you seen his dog. So seriously, I don't understand why there's so much anger towards my my show. Why there's so much anger towards the the stupidity of the show, and most of the time it's really just fucking. Most of the time it's really just fucking stupid, and it's meant to be. But there are also different little lessons that I try to put in the shows, and it's often the ones that get overlooked. So I'm going to play one of these that actually I thought was a really good overall lesson about, you know, the way that these videos go on TikTok is they basically put out this vibe like you are evil and you've always been evil and evil is power and you know all this shit. And it's like, yeah, it's cool in a horror film sense, but in reality it's not something you want to say about yourself all the time, is that evil gives you strength, because it's really not. It's evil is what you destroy. You're only strong if you know how to destroy evil, not become it. And so I wanted to really point that out in one of these videos. And so that's another reason why I love doing these, is a way to kind of put out a life lesson without having to be all preachy about it. So here is what I like to call twisted apologies. That's what I named this one. Oh no, insecure evil twin. Sorry. All right.
Why should I apologize? No one ever apologized to me. Actually, I think that's like the whole point, you know, like you do what they wouldn't do because, you know, like you're better. And that's like the whole point of being a better person, you know? So it's not a matter of like apologizing because of any other, you know, Jesus Christ, you're boring. Why don't we cause some mayhem? Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, I'm all cool with mayhem and stuff. But, I mean, like, evil twin, my point is, you're never going to move on with your life if you're just constantly living in the past and trying to impress them. Because, I mean, you're never going to see them again. So, don't worry about it. You should apologize so that way you know that you're a better person. Evil twin? Evil twin? Where you going? Damn. Scary motherfucker, but you insecure as hell.
See, in my opinion, I'm sorry. See, in my opinion, that's a damn good lesson right there. All right. So the whole point is to be the better person, be the bigger person, and know that, you know, life goes on, and that you never have to fucking live in the past, and you never have to be somebody that everyone else expects you to be. All right. That's the whole point of the show. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay freaky. And I'll see you on the other side. Most of all, please stay cheesy, my friends.